Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh. Welcome everybody to episode 20, and we are litter picking. Not today, I'm actually doing the prep work beforehand. I've got to go and pick up some refuse bags from Cheesy Bob. So we're on our way to Cheesy's now to collect those, and then we'll pop down to middle level commissioners to get some different refuse bags which we'll use for picking up stuff from literally the river. So that is the plan. So next time you see me, I will be on the river on the boat. See you then. Right, the plan is to try and find big bits of rubbish like plastic sheeting, shopping trolleys, traffic cones, anything like that that's gone through that I can pick up and put in bags. So that's the plan, but it's looking really clean. I'm just going through West End and I'm not seeing anything at all, which is good news. And I know middle level commissioners have been down here recently. Spoke to the guys yesterday and they said they've already had a run through here, so I would imagine the town centre is relatively clean. So far so good. Town centre bridge is having work done on it at the minute, and this is the pontoon that the guys are using. Not much going on today, but that is a safety boat, floating safety. Here we go. Survived the killer swan. Bloody thing, that trying to get in the boat. That's mad. There must be a nest somewhere, but I don't know where. That swan's been like that for a few months, chasing all and sundry, so that's not good. Right, I see some litter. Let's go get it. That's a pair of smeggly fugglies. Someone's put their stinky pants on the... I'm not picking that up, sorry. This is what we've got so far. I've been all the way down from the health centre bridge down to the bypass bridge, so that's not as much as I thought there'd be, apart from the killer swan trying to kill me. So we're now going to put that into these bags and I'm going to drop it off at middle level commissioners, and we're going to try and do the other side of the bank, as long as I don't get pestered by that horrible swan. I think I found the answer to why that swan is so aggressive. This is probably its mate. It's literally adjacent to that bit of water where he's gone mad. She's obviously on the nest, so that explains everything why Mr. Swan is so aggressive. He's protecting where his mate is on the nest, so that's pretty cool. So that explains everything, so hopefully once the cygnus is born he'll calm down a little bit and not try and kill me. The plan on Sunday is that Cheesy Bob is going to start from the March bypass bridge, so hopefully one or two guys can join him up there. Myself and Alex will go to the health centre bridge, so that's probably the cleanest area, the easiest section to do, hence we're not stupid. And finally we need a few guys to go to Wiggy's bridge as well, so that's Wigstone's bridge, so hopefully there'll be a few guys meet down there. Sunday morning, off to meet at City Road car park, which I did not know about until last night. So the guys have got something organised, which is great. Not sure who's going to turn up. There's going to be at least 3 of us. I reckon probably about 7 or 8, but we'll see in a minute. So I've got my litter picker, got the dog, Couple of things, I've been doing a bit of research, and actually the English waterways are not very clean at all. There's a study done by the River Trust, and they found that only 14% of rivers in England were of a ecological standard, and that none of the rivers actually met their required chemical standards. So that's pretty worrying. And when you start looking and doing a bit of research, you find that the average person consumes about 140 litres of water a day, just with daily activities such as drinking water, cooking, cleaning, washing and so forth. So it's vital that we have a clean supply of water in England and the UK for future generations, and it's not looking great. So our little effort today, picking up a bit of litter. I know it doesn't make a massive impact on the big picture, but every little helps. So if everybody just does a little bit of a litter pick in your local environment, whether it be on a river, on a drain, down your local park, once a year, it all makes a little bit of difference. So that's the plan today. Yeah, you're just in charge, Cheesy.
Cheesy's on it.
Cheesy's in charge. Could be a disaster.
Lean back at the ship, most
You need to start.
Yeah. Yo! How we doing? Okay, so seems to have drawn the short straw here, doing the section from the town centre bridge down to what's called Pig Market Corner, the old Balti house. And the geese aren't being as aggressive as the swans, which is good, because I thought might get attacked twice in a week by two different types of birds. Anyway, we'll get this picked up, and the pub is literally just over the bridge, so perhaps we are in prime location to get in there early doors. Well done, Dave. How many bags have we got?
Well, one. So I'm taking two.
No, we got 4 bags of rubbish from here, haven't we?
Yeah.
So me and my compadre, we've done well. We've fought off the geese, and we've give us a wave. And we've got 4 bags of rubbish from the town centre bridge back towards Pig Market Corner, so that's not bad. So we're going to dump this somewhere in a sensible place, and then go and find the others. Okay, so I've got a slight problem to report. Well, I suppose it's not a problem really, but I've just passed Alex in his fun truck, and they finished at Wiggy's. They've done that, so they've had shopping trolleys, all sorts of delights. So I'll ping some pictures up of what they managed to discover down there. And the pub is shut. We're a bit early, so I don't know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to we'll have to have a coffee first, which would be poison. I'm starting to get looks off people. They're thinking, who is that wino, that alcoholic who's sitting outside the pub 45 minutes before it opens? That's me and the dog. Billy no mates. There we go, 2 Trepid Explorers. One of them supports a very strange football team. The other one is my bunny, as you'd say in cricketing terms, Mr. Means.
So Alex was pushing the shopping trolley along, and it was going all over the place. And I said to him, "What's the difference between a shopping trolley and a woman?" He says, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "Oh, a shopping trolley's got a mind of its own." I told you it wouldn't go round very well with certain people.
Brilliant.
How are you? You alright?
Very good.
Have you recovered now? It's close season?
Yeah, we've just been stood on the peg.
Oh, did you reminisce?
Back memories, did it?
Nightmares actually. No, it's good. I was explaining to Tony about the runs you were getting.
Yeah, they
Was that before he took his BB off? Or...
Apparently it was like bobbing, and was it when you waited for it to bobbing along, and sort of eventually the elastic come out, and John said, "That's on," and you struck, and then
exactly. Yes, yeah.
And then what happened at the end of the match? You went up and picked your winnings up.
I did. Yeah, I had twice as much as him, I think.
What did you have in? Oh, hang on, who was that in there?
Never gonna leave it.
In that pocket there. Oh, it was John Means in that pocket. Look.
Is he still there? No, we've let him out for the day. Look, here he is.
Thank you very much.
He turned to the dark side and went carp fishing.
Yeah, caught a carp. Yeah. Carp.
Qualifier?
Yeah. Jimmy won it 109.
Oh, that was it, because he had a good weekend, Jimmy. He nearly qualified on the Saturday, didn't he qualify Saturday, and then he qualified on the Sunday as well.
Yeah, or second in the match.
Fair this one up down the bank today. Quite good, isn't it? Dad, you're my hero. What's Mum think? You're a twat.
Right, so we're now recording this after Sunday. That went quite well, didn't it?
Yeah, you survived a swan attack, didn't you? obviously the swan likes you going to the gym, just fancies you. Andy.
Did I tell you about it before I showed you on here?
No.
Bloody thing. Honestly, it was very aggressive, but we can see why now, because obviously the nest.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it. So I didn't get as much litter picked up as I wanted to. But in hindsight, I wanted to save my limbs. But I didn't know what to do. What do you do if a swan attacks you?
Well, we just have to. Shoo, go away.
Are you allowed to batter it?
I think it get. I think it's one of them. They come after you, but if you give it a bit back, they soon.
Yeah, but I mean, they are the queen's birds, the king's birds, aren't they? I think they're quite highly protected. I mean, what is the protocol when you are attacked by a killer swan?
Don't know. Plenty of people walk through town and get attacked by the geese, don't they? They've got names, all the geese in town.
Yeah. If anyone can let me know how to best deal with rabid swans, but no, you can see why it was aggressive. It was looking after the nest. But I think we did a good thing.
100%.
Yeah. So just to let everyone know, we've been doing this on and off now for 6 years. And it'd be quite good if we could get other groups of people to do similar things.
Yeah.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Not just anglers, but anyone who's interested in the environment. Just get it. It's a bit of a minefield. Don't organise it as a group, because that opens up all sorts of insurance and risk assessments. You don't want to go down that line. You could do it as individuals. Just make sure you're safe. Pick up some litter. Use common sense.
When you first start doing it, you feel a bit like everyone's going, look at that idiot, don't you? But then after a while, you start picking the rubbish up. And you get that feeling, don't you? Like you're doing something good. It's like whenever you sort of teach juniors or whatever, and afterwards you see that, they've really enjoyed the day, and you get a feeling, don't you? And I don't know, it's a weird feeling you don't get any other time. You feel like you've given something back, which is...
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when I did on the boat, I love messing about on the boats anyway.
Yeah,
the fact that I could
probably why the swan loves you as well.
Yeah, the fact that I could get right into the brambles with the litter picker, I felt that I was getting stuff out that's been there for 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, I don't know.
Stuff that you can't see from the bank, probably.
Yeah. But I felt, even though I only did 3 hours that afternoon, I felt that I'd accomplished something.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, wasn't it nice seeing all those people turn up?
It was brilliant.
So last year we had 8 of us, and we picked up 31 or 33 FDC bags, and they're big. So I think last year we really broke the back of it, and this year we've calculated we had 18 people turn up, which is fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Alex is going to try and name everybody.
Oh, cheers. Thanks.
All groups of.
Well, so at Wiggy's Bridge
I'll use my fingers.
So at Wiggy's Bridge there was myself, Sean and his son George, who's 7, I think. He was getting stuck in.
He was brilliant, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He loved every minute. Sean was a bit worried that he wouldn't last long, but he was there all day.
And he could read.
Yes.
He could read Cheesy's mug.
Yes.
Which Cheesy hadn't counted for.
Yeah.
Cheesy says, what's that word? Cheesy said cat. He went, it's not cat.
And then...
that's 3 of you.
That's 3. And then there was Mr. Watling and Jonathan Means, your best mate. Then we had...
I tell you what, Means he's taken a lot of stick, hasn't he?
Yeah,
for the Christmas Open.
Darren Ogden and his family.
But that's what I say, Means he's a top man, isn't he? He's brilliant.
Oh, yeah, he's took it well.
I was trying to get him on the back end of this podcast, but we've kind of run out of time. So
that's another day, isn't it, that one?
Another day,
a big podcast, that one, I think.
Yeah, we've got
a lot of discussion. And yeah.
So that's 5 of you.
Yeah, then you had Darren and his family.
There was Darren. His wife. That's another 3.
Yeah. Then we had Mr. Tuttleby,
Jeff,
his wife, his daughter, and 2 grandsons. We had Derek York and Dennis Ward. We had the cheese man himself, the main man. We had Dave helping you, didn't we?
And me.
Oh, sorry, and you. Yeah, you were just doing this.
And the dog. Yeah. That's 8. That's 18.
18. Is there one more? I'm sure we're missing someone.
Did some guy turn up and help, but then didn't come back to the pub?
There was a couple that did that, I think.
Not the 2 that you just mentioned. Did Cheesy say someone else came to help at the bypass, and then
maybe?
I think there was a 19th person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, brilliant.
Yeah,
really.
That was good.
It was good. The only downfall was waiting for the ship to open, wasn't it?
Well, I think last year, because we didn't realise how much we picked up last year, it took us only a couple of hours. We were in the ship by 12. this year we'd all done by 11.
Yeah.
And I think we were surprised how quick it was to pick up all the litter that we could see. And the general consensus was that we obviously broke the back of it last year, and it was old rubbish, plastic.
Yeah.
And this year we were just picking up bits and bobs that we could find that are probably, in all honesty, have been blown by the wind in the vast majority of cases, got stuck in the brambles.
Do you think because we haven't had a windier year and not as much rain and the water levels haven't come up and down as much, that's why perhaps last year there was more
No,
rubbish?
I think the rubbish doesn't, it's plastic, isn't it? It doesn't disintegrate.
No, but I mean, like, because of the wind, the lack of wind, it's not blown in, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. I remember going down out of town on the boat, sort of just after Christmas, and I even found we had some wind. Then I found life jackets strewn everywhere and plastic. I don't know. I just think, God, let's be fair. The middle level commissioners do a really good job of picking up the litter as well.
Yeah.
So I think they keep on top of it through this section. So I think they do get the brunt of it, because I know the lads that work for them, they're constantly picking it up, aren't they? And I spoke to Kev Russell. That's the guy who got the rubbish bags for me, and he was saying they literally just went through a couple of weeks before us as well. So that's good. I think March generally is a very clean area. There's a population of people that look after the town.
I think as anglers that travel down to March through the winter, they probably see it as a bit dull and dingy, but that's because of the time of year. It's cold, you know, whereas like just from the video you can see how much greener it is. And actually West End Park's actually a quite nice place to go and have a walk, isn't it?
It's beautiful, yeah.
Weekend. But
wasn't it interesting how many fish were appearing?
Wow. I don't know if you've put the video in of
No,
the
I
fish.
haven't, no.
But it was frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frightening. But they were all, what you could see was all rudd, weren't they?
Yes.
And there wasn't just one or two. It was ridiculous.
Even along the stretch me and Dave did from the town centre bridge back towards Pig Market Corner. Is that correct?
Yeah.
As soon as the sun was getting on the water, suddenly it was like a little cloud of fish would pop up.
Yeah.
And then they'd...
Rudd and bleak mainly.
Yeah, and there was bleak there that I hadn't seen other sections, but they'd pop up 10 to 15 seconds and then go off somewhere else. And I'm thinking, there's fish everywhere, because obviously Health Centre Bridge, there's some really big rudd there at the minute.
There is a lot. I think we probably didn't mention it. I don't know if we did, but Graham Welton had the Muller crew, the Wednesday knock-up crew. I think he had like nearly 70 pound of them.
Did he really?
Yeah, they're like Wednesday before, obviously the last day of the season. So it's mad how like each day nearer to the season ending, there was more and more of them just appeared.
So are they there all the time?
No chance.
No,
They can't be.
Where they come from, the marina?
If they were there all the time, you'd foul up them. There's that many there. It's frightening.
Yeah.
I think they just get there. I'm telling you, my blossom theory. There's blossom on the trees, then the rudd just appear out of nowhere.
Magically appear.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
They're obviously there to spawn, and I think they spawn in the willow roots, but they can't be the only species that do it.
No, I think there'll be other species, but didn't seem many roach about, did there? Like,
No.
with how clear it is, you would see them, but there was a few odd skimmer still underneath the rudd. You could see turning, and because it was very, very clear, but
I think those skimmers are actually resident fish.
some of them are,
Yeah, because I catch them in the summer about 3/4 to a pound and a half.
Yeah.
And I think they're there all the time, but I don't think they're mature enough to reproduce. But some very big bream do come in twos and threes sometimes.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Wimble Steve. He's got them on camera coming through, but I don't know if they spawn at the bypass bridge. The bream.
Do they?
Yeah, I've seen them there. There's a pocket that gets the sun, and they love this little area, and you can see them spawning in there. There aren't many of them, but they seem to get in there as well. But it's the more time you spend looking at a river, the more you see, isn't it, as well? So that was really good. Right, so we've done our little bit. We can sleep easy at night, and we'll do it again next year. Pub was good fun.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was busy, wasn't it? It's good to see the pub busy.
Yeah, it was absolutely heaving. Yeah, and it was a good job we all left, because I had a couple of pints, and I thought we could be in here for the duration.
You could, yeah.
Good
the
job.
dog was quite content underneath the chair.
Farting away.
So it's almost like he'd been there before. I don't know.
That's his first time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's a good job Cheesy went, because otherwise I could have stayed for Cheesy. And that could have been, we've done that before in the Coachmakers. That's not been a pretty sight. No, not good at all. Right, buddy, what you got planned for the next few weeks then?
Well, not a lot fishing wise. My fishing takes a back seat now till at least the end of June really, and then we've got quite a big year with nationals, and there's Feeder National on our doorstep, Division 2 National on our doorstep. There's Oundle Leagues. There's a lot to look forward to this year.
Yeah.
So
You're busy at the minute as well in the shop, aren't you?
Yeah, the shop's nice and busy. Which is it's mad really. It goes from like 0 to stupid, really. Not stupid, but like later nights and doing bait, and people want bait. Like the weather warms up, all of a sudden they want casters. They're not catching on casters yet, but everyone wants, just in case. And the big money qualifiers start. Club matches start. They're in full swing. You know, like attendances on a Sunday, we're pretty much full with at least 4, sometimes 5 clubs.
Wow.
On the lake, so that's every lake taken. But the weights have been phenomenal. There's like £300 this week.
And they won't have spawned yet, will they?
No. So they're all waking up. They're all, the bigger fish are having a feed. The F1s are having a feed. F1s normally have a good feed up before they want to go through the motions. Then when it's real hot, they become a little bit trickier to catch, and like natural baits probably are the best. But the carp sort of take over then. Once they've spawned, the carp feed properly. So yeah, everything's feeding nicely. The lake that we desilted as best we could is fishing really well. I thought it might have a bit of a hangover, but no, there's £240 won it this Saturday, £250 won it on the Sunday last week. So it's still cold at night, which people don't realise. You know, people that don't get up early enough would realise.
Frost on Monday.
There's been frost for the last 4 days.
Was that aimed at me?
No.
Cheeky bugger. I was up at 5:30 on Monday.
Why did you get to go to the toilet?
Oh. Hey, I got to tell you about a dream in a minute. It's funny. Yeah, but it is though. Yeah, that was aimed at me. I thought it was. Yeah, bastard.
Yeah.
What was I going to say to you? Oh yeah, got to tell you about my dream.
Yeah.
Like, this is bizarre. This just shows you what I've been thinking of recently.
Right.
So this was last night. You were in it.
Right.
In fact, you were there.
Right. Okay.
I was here, and Dave Williams was here.
Dafford Williams?
And we were on a canal,
right,
which was only about as wide as me to that table wide, and we were setting up to fish this canal, all concrete line.
Yeah.
And my keep net was about this big, and I was tying it to the top of the railings of the canal because there was nowhere to put your bank sticks. And the match has started, and none of us had set up.
Oh. Right, carry on.
But we were all very relaxed, and you guys were saying there's no point because we're not going to catch the first 2 hours. And then I was talking to Dave, and I hadn't mixed my ground bait.
Right.
And then he goes, "What's your main ground bait mix?" And I said, "I've got a secret weapon." He goes, "What is it?" It was my mum's homemade chicken and mushroom pie. And I had it next to me. What? I'm going mad. Not only have I got you and Dave Williams in one of my dreams, but I got a chicken and mushroom pie.
Yeah.
What's all that about?
I'll tell you what. So I have a reoccurring dreams, and I'm sure all match anglers or whatever must have this dream.
It's Dave Williams and chicken and mushroom pie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? But no, my dream is I'm going to a match, right, and I never actually get to my peg. I wonder how many other match anglers. Honestly, I have this dream once a month maybe, and I can be fishing anywhere, and there'll be just random people in my dream, and I'll be walking with my gear. 1 minute I'm walking on a football field, like towards my peg, and then next minute I'm walking through Tesco's and someone's car breaks down, so I help them, and then off I go again, and honestly, and I never get to my peg, and then I wake up. That's weird, isn't it?
That's bizarre. We need some bizarre dreams on the comments.
I
That'd be
reckon
quite funny.
There'll be other anglers that will have that dream, that they don't get to their peg.
We don't want to know about some people's dreams.
No,
Definitely not. No. Oh, that is strange. But it did make me... I woke up this morning and I thought, what is all that about? Yeah, but funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before we go, obviously, everyone send Alex his condolences because we've got the Tench Challenge lined up.
Oh, right, yeah. Actually, I know an angler come in the shop today that was going there this week, so I might have some inside information.
What, the same venue?
Yes.
Well, that's not fair.
Well, snooze you lose, mate, don't you?
I need some casters.
Well, Millview might not have any.
Go to Millview. That'd be funny.
Make sure you order them.
Come out of a bag with Millview on it.
So yeah, we got the tension, maybe a cruising challenge.
Don't give it away.
Oh, well, I think it was obvious.
That was a surprise catch. That was a bonus fish.
There's one I want to do, like back to school.
Don't
like,
but don't
reminisce.
if we,
sort of.
don't say.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that. We've got a few plans, a few irons in the fire, haven't we? If we can pull this off, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the tench challenge. We've got obviously the season opener on the Bream.
Yeah.
Because that's brilliant. We'll find somewhere different this time.
Yeah.
So even different venue, won't we? Well, that's the plan.
Yeah. Are we both fishing swing tips this year? I mean, if we are, I need to get a swing tip rod if anyone's got one.
Do you fancy it, swing tip?
Yeah, I'll batter you on that. Batter you on your own method.
You're going to be John Means the second if you're not careful.
Well,
yeah. So we'll do that swing tip challenge again.
Can't believe John lost.
Have you still got the plaque?
Huh? Yeah, of course I have. It's in prime position next to my computer at work.
Is it? Cool.
Every time I move something, I look at it and go, "Oh, I remember that day."
Yeah, so we'll do that.
I had 39 Bream and Andy had.
I had 10. I had 10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we might do the tench. We might film the tench early doors, but hold it back.
Yeah.
Because we might have to go to 2 or 3 tench venues looking on half track record.
Well, if our reminiscent one comes off, I think we'll catch them there.
Off camera, I'm going to speak to you about that because I'm intrigued. Yeah, so I'm not sure how we're going to film it, but we'll work it out.
GoPros, mate. It's way forward, apparently.
Wow. I want a dog cam. That's what I'm trying to work out a camera I can attach to the dog.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work because he's a nutter. Yeah. Right, we're rambling. Should we go?
Yep.
Right, that's the end of season 6. Al.
Yeah, we've got a little break from you, haven't we?
6 seasons. Season 7's not too far away. We must be completely mad.
Yeah.
Right.
So thank you all. Well, thanks everyone for watching and the feedback and comments and the banter I've received. Obviously, it's been a mentally scarring year for me, I would think.
Okay, before we go, then, what was the worst part for you?
Well, this year?
Yeah.
Blanking in a team match, obviously.
So
How could you forget to remind me?
I did forget.
You know, every match I go to, someone mentions it. Yeah.
I think for me, the Christmas Open was the funniest thing. That we couldn't have written that, could we?
No. And the fact I'm just so glad it wasn't me sat next to you that day.
We'll do it again next Christmas.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah.
I thought you was going out at the top.
No, I need to borrow some gear again.
Right.
Please. Yeah.
Well, George hasn't used it, so.
And Andy Wilding needs to make some more rigs. I might have the same floats still downstairs somewhere.
With the BB off or on, or?
Well, I can't get the bloody shot off anyway. How do you do it? We'll work it out.
Yeah.
So the blanking got to you, but the rest of it was okay, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't do chip shop t-shirts this year.
No, we weren't as proactive with them, were we?
No.
I think because, I don't know.
Have you still got some?
There's still an odd one kicking about, but I still, even though we're not giving the t-shirts out, I feel that the chip shopping award is still a thing. But it's like you just don't give a t-shirt. It's like, oh, chip shop.
Whittlesea. I like the Whittlesea trophy. They had the Sarsons.
Oh yeah, brilliant. I don't know if they even did that this year.
Shall we? We might have to reinvigorate it, reinstate it.
Reinvigorate it, vinaigrate it.
Reinvigorate it.
Yeah.
Re-Sarsons it.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, we've got the junior section, which is full steam ahead. So
yeah, it's all good for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
look forward to that.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
Right, we need to go because Alex has got to go to a fixture meeting.
Yeah, venues meeting. That's going to be fun.
And I've got to watch Arsenal kick Real Madrid's backside.
Good luck with that one.
We'll see what happens. Right, guys, as Alex was saying, thank you for support this season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
This podcast season. And we'll try and do the same next year.
Well, in a few months' time.
In a few months' time.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll catch a tench.
Yes.
It was your fault. We didn't catch one last time.
Sorry, yeah. My fault.
Right, we're going to go.
Ta-da.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.